lot of people have been asking an update on the garage. So today, we're going to give you what we've been doing for the last couple of weeks.
So here we go. Paint day.
So you know I'm not a drywall guy, and so we did the best we could. Had a couple helpers. Got too hot out here, so I think I lost my helpers. So we're pretty much ready to do the inside now. We're going to put on our first coat of primer, and we'll show you what else we're doing as we get going here. We're going to be painting it some different colors, and we'll explain that at the end why we did what we did. I'm having some issues with the paint sprayer, so Tam went down to get some parts to see if we can fix it so we can get started on this because we're already way behind today, and I don't know if you can hear the echo in here. We're going to have to fix that too before we can start doing our lives from here. Getting covered in paint. We got the primer on for the drywall, so that's all on. We're waiting for it to dry, and tomorrow we'll start shooting the colors for the studio.
What you doing?
Hey, we got all the primer up yesterday, got that all done, it's dry, so now we're putting on, look how dark our paint is. Wait and see what this is all gonna look like.
Day 2 of the painting project. I've got the walls all masked off to put the green screen up. We're going to paint this wall green so we don't have to use the green screen all the time, putting it up and taking it down. We can just stand right here in front of this wall. So it's all masked off. Bob's going to spray it real quick. We also got to spray paint the electrical outlet panels because they're beige and we need it all green. So here you go. Here's the product before. And then we'll show you the after.
Another day. So I don't know if we showed you any of this, if Tam caught this yesterday or not, but we got the back wall. It's now green. You might be thinking, why green? Well, the reason we paint it green is so when we do a green screen, where a lot of times you see us sitting in front of the Sturgis sign, that's how it does it. You take the green out, that's how it works. So pretty much inside now, we've got it all painted up. We got the doors hung, the sliding doors. I still got to do a little work on it yet. I got to put the tracks on the bottom to stop it from flopping out like it just did. But pretty much inside there, we're done painting. And we still got to get the mount for the TV. The lights are supposed to be here next week, but we're probably going to be gone when they'll show up because we're heading out next week, Tuesday, to California for about a week. And then we'll be back to do some more work. Today's adventure is we're going to be heading over here and we're going to be framing out the bathroom. So Jim's coming over to help me. And we'll see if we get that all, hopefully I can get it all framed out today, is what my hope is. So we're gonna have a really big bathroom. If you can see the line down there on the floor. Shower's gonna be there. Toilet, vanity. This will be a closet. We're gonna have the water heater in there, tankless water heater, water softener, all that good stuff's gonna be back there in that corner. And then over here at the end of the shower, we'll have a little rack there where we can keep towels and things like that if we need that. So hopefully this will get all done. We're going to pull the trailer up and out. Give us a little more room to work today. Here's the air conditioner, the furnace, There's the vanity, there's the toilet, there's a tankless water heater. That up there on top is a shop sink that I'm gonna put on the other side of the wall for me outside here if I need to wash my hands, things like that, because Tam won't want me to use the nice vanity that's gonna be inside. So hopefully all that'll get done. And then maybe next week, if I have time when we get back, 2 weeks from now, I'm gonna try to get all the plumbing done for the bathroom here. And it'll be my first attempt of sweating copper. So I'm gonna have copper from the outside coming into the building, into the tankless water heater, and then the rest of it's gonna be the Plex. I've already bought all that. Plex. We got a pressure gauge, all kinds of good stuff here. There's all my parts I've got that I need to put all that stuff together. So hopefully I'll have all that plumbed out. I don't know when I'm gonna get this drywalled inside here, but it'd be really nice to have a toilet that works. There's the door. Shower, we ended up buying a shower stall. I don't know if I said it earlier, but it ended up having a crack in it. So I gotta take that back, but I kept it here right now because they didn't have it in stock. It's supposed to be back in stock on Tuesday, but we leave on Tuesday, so I probably won't. I'm gonna take it back and they'll have to order me a new one. The shower walls, we gotta pull those out of the box today because this box also was opened. So we just wanna make sure it's not got a crack or broke or something like that. Bad thing is when people return stuff to the stores like that, Home Depot should really open them up and look inside of it. So that's kind of the adventures that we're going to be working on the next couple of days, and we'll give you an update back on this again. Once again, it's 6 a.m. in the, we're in Arizona, so we're actually mountain time, but we actually run on California time because the Indians will not allow us to change time, which is great for me. Doesn't bother me. Just hard to keep track of what states and what time everybody's in. So what did we get done yesterday? We got the bathroom. Got all the framing up, looking good. We've got just a few other things. Toilet, everything's not set up yet. We just kind of wanted to put everything in place to kind of see where everything was at. Today's adventure is going to work a little bit on the water from outside. Try to bring it inside and see how that works. Today is supposed to be 100 degrees, so we'll see how far I get before it gets to be 100. Let me take you to the other side of the garage and show you what Tam got some touching up of paint yesterday, so we'll go see what that looks like. Don't have all the lights in there yet, so it's a little dark, so we'll see what we can do. And as we head in here, don't forget, we are not professional painters, drywallers, builders, or anything. Bright lights. You might say, what the heck did they paint a wall green for? Well, the reason we paint that green is it's a green screen. So we can put all the great pictures behind us while we're talking. She hasn't pulled the top tape off. She says she wants to make sure it dries. So we got most of the stuff pretty much in here. The wiring's all done other than doing the air conditioner that's going to be in here. We'll show you that in a second. Here's our new counter that we're going to sit behind. This thing ended up being a great deal. I got it from Sam's. I had no idea, did not realize it had a butcher block oak top on it. This thing weighs, I don't know, 150 pounds. Unreal. It's all metal, it's adjustable. That's what you're going to see us sitting behind when we do our talks. You might wonder why we painted the walls so dark. The idea is this is going to be more of a studio than actually going to be a workshop. If I don't get a lift over here, we probably won't be doing any work in here other than doing a lot of videos and stuff in here. So we're waiting to find out about a lift. So, but with a dark color, you can actually put light on this, different colored lights, and it will change the color of whatever it is. If it's a yellow light or red light or whatever it is, that will show you that background. So it's kind of neat for doing videos and things like that. I got to fix the echo and stuff in here. It's not quite so bad right now. I got a bunch of junk in here. Hopefully once we get everything in here, that'll go away. I won't have to put a lot of soundboard on. This is our split unit. We hauled it over here because it's going in this side. So get it out of over there. Can't really, I'm not gonna take it all apart. It's a commercial one. And so that's the unit outside. This is what's gonna go inside. I'm gonna hang that right over here, right down by that plug. I'm not gonna plug it in there, we're gonna wire it in. And then right outside will be the compressor. The room is pretty much, paint-wise, I think we're pretty much done. We've got some trim to do. We got some, I ain't gonna tell you what kind of trim we're gonna get yet, and let it surprise you. The floor is really holding up good. I'm pretty happy with that. We got the wooden doors on. I still got to readjust those. They came with Chinese instructions from Home Depot, of course. And it should have been on this line, and the line they told us to put it on is up there. It was in millimeters. I did exactly what they said, but you know how it works. So when I went back and measured it to where I could put the track on the bottom, the guide track over here on the side, kind of keep it where it needs to be. So that's another project we probably won't do till after we come back. So still got to do all that. We did get a refrigerator. There's my parts washer, there's my paint sprayer, there's our compressor, a high pressure washer, our generator, my saw. That's what it is. It's a miter saw. Here's all my electrical stuff that we still need to put in. There's a bunch of wire. There's my Romax that I'm going to be running up top because we're going to run some lights up top. Over here, just a couple in the front probably. And then we want to put lights on the front to shine outside. And then we also want to put cameras outside to keep all the honest people from breaking in. We do have an alarm. So we still got to do a lot of reorganizing in the shop here. There's my circular saw set up. I do have a swamp cooler. A lot of this stuff you might think, oh wow, how do they afford to buy all this stuff? Some of the stuff I've already had. The paint sprayer we've had probably for 4 years. The pressure washer, a couple of years. Generator, I've had it 3 or 4 years. The miter box, I've had that for a while. Also the saw that's here. Both those I bought when we were doing some work at home. Refrigerator we just got. Got a great deal on this refrigerator. I got this at Sam's. Our Sam's has been clearing stuff out. It's regularly a $500 refrigerator, and I got it for 250 bucks. So, don't know what I'm gonna do with it. If I'm gonna keep it here, if I'm gonna take the one I have at home. The one I have at home is painted Harley colors. So I might replace that with this one. I don't know yet. Because the one at home is more for drinks, which is what this one's gonna be for. So the bathroom's back there. So it'll be behind the RV. We didn't back the RV up as much because when I jump up here, we got to get the jack completely up off the ground. Got banners and stuff. I know some of you are Budweiser haters at the moment. We'll see how that all turns out. Yesterday, I got the concrete guy to come out here. We're thinking about doing concrete. After the price, I don't know when I can do it. We wanted to go 20 feet out, across the front of the building here, because what happens is when you pull your bike up here, you can't set it down because of the rocks. It's going to sink. You're going to have to put a kickstand stand down or something. So I'd really like to have that to where when I pull my bike in, I don't have to go right in the garage. I can just park it there and I'll be fine. We got some soft spots we need to water down to get hard like the rest of the lot is. Out here I need to water this down again some more too because we had some grading done and I haven't had a chance, and we don't get any rain out here. We may get some after we're gone, which I'll have to rake all this out. You can see the ruts where we've kind of slowed down at. So today's adventure is water. So I ran a line back here, if you've been watching the videos, a while back. When you came over yesterday, I was showing Jim what I was going to do, and we popped the top, and the valve that I had in here to turn on and off is leaking, which the water wasn't even supposed to be on. Luckily, it was just barely on. I don't know. Water bill hasn't been too bad, so I don't think so. So I got to redo all this. So what I'm going to have to do is dig down, cut this off, and then we're going to run it over here and then into the side of the building. So this is going to stay PVC, and then when it comes out of the ground, it's going to be copper. I'm going to put a regulator on there, all that good stuff. And then once we get inside, after the water heater, we'll go Plex on everything. And we're going to hook up for a softener and all that good stuff because our water ain't worth a crap here. So that's the update today, and we'll be adding all this together on one long video. So let's see how it all turns out. So today we're wrapping up another day. We only worked about a half a day, but what we got done is pretty nice. Let's walk out here on the outside of the building. Might already give you a hint what we got done. We got the plumbing done. At least from the outside into the inside. I don't have it all done inside yet. As you seen earlier, we kind of got, here's where we're at. We've got the copper coming in, and we go to the Plex line, and I got a shut-off valve, and hopefully 2 weeks from now, we'll hopefully get the bathroom all plumbed up. Got to take the shower pan back because it's cracked. We're coming down to the last couple of things that we want to show you that we've done at the shop. Some reason we've lost the footage on this, so we're just going to be able to show you what we've done. We won't be able to show you as we were doing it. But right over here behind us is the electrical panel, and you're like, hey, you've already had that up there for quite a while. Well, what we've done now is we've run the next line. So what ended up happening with the fuse box is we could only get a 200 amp service out here. And if you can see here, we've got a box that has to have a meter on it. So we didn't want to mount it to the building. I just didn't want to deal with that. So we put it out here on a pole. And what the issue with that was I couldn't get a 200 amp box for inside the garage because at this time there was nothing. Bad news is everything's freaking made in China or Mexico and they couldn't get anything here. So we ended up having to go inside and I got some 125 amp boxes. And you're like, oh, that's 250 amps. Well, not an issue. And so we ran the first box, which you guys seen a while back. We put that into the area where we're going to have for the shop/studio. And so that's all done in there. So that wiring's all done other than me wiring up the split unit that's going to be in there, which you already seen the split unit sitting there on the floor. And if all goes well, maybe I'll even have that puppy put in the next 2 weeks, but not promising that one. So we had to run another line. So the line that's going back here in the back, going straight down, that one, that's the one that we ran to the back of the building. So this one, the problem was here was the back wall. See, the wall that we have on this side where you see the red wire here, like, what the heck kind of crap is that? Well, that's the cable company putting in our internet. They didn't ever come back and bury the wire. So we have to call them someday. But this wall actually has some braces in it that I had to push the wall out. So it's out a couple of feet. So, but the back wall, there was nothing there. So when I built my walls, I put them right up against the back and I didn't leave any room for the wiring to come up through the concrete. So in this way, we had to run it through the back of the building. It's nice and firm. Everything looks really good. So I don't think we're going to have any trouble with that. So let's go inside and we'll take a look and show you where the fuse box is. Nothing's been done to that other than the box is there and I've got the main wires coming in and that's it. So let's go look at that. Another thing we got done this week, actually Tam did a lot of it, was she got the last set of the insulation put up here on the outer wall. So pretty much now the whole inside of our studio slash whatever, I guess it's pretty much slash studio, because even if we do bike work in there, bike builds, things like that, that's all going to be in the studio too, filmed and things like that. So that'll be kind of neat. We've actually got some people coming in. Adam Amsoil is supposed to come down maybe in January and we might do a motor rebuild in there. So that'll be kind of neat. I've never tore into a motor. So it'd be really nice to learn how to do that. And so I'm going to probably pick up a used motor here and rebuild it and maybe we'll give it away to somebody. But it won't be, an M8. It'll be something, it'll be the twin cam. But here's a look at the fuse box. So we got that all wired in. So we got the main wires coming in our ground and all the common and all that good stuff's in. I had to cut a hole in the steel building. I'll be putting some more braces on that. But at this point, we're not even nowhere putting the wall up. So from here, there's the bathroom that we put in. So that's all set up there. So we got that all framed out and we're going to be doing all the work over there. So all this box here is going to supply that side. The tankless water heater, the furnace is going to be over here. That's going to be supplied by that. The air conditioner out back, we got a 5-ton unit. You've seen that. That'll be put out here in the back. This will be powering all that. The bathroom electricity will be through here. The only other little thing that's going to be through here is that far wall over there will have some outlets on it. So this box here is going to be pretty much at its max. But typically not everything's going to be running. The water heater, I got a tankless water heater, and the reason I got it is I don't even know how often I'll even turn the hot water on. I didn't want a tank one because that thing would be heating up all the time. Nobody's going to be here. So, if it's hot like it is today, we're going to get up into the 90s here. I would use cold water to clean my hands and stuff anyway. But if I wanted to take that shower in that shower, I want to be able to kick that water heater on and have me some instant hot water. So that's kind of the reason we put the tankless in, because so in that case, it's not going to run very much. The air conditioner is probably going to be the biggest draw on this, and it's a 60 amp is for the compressor. And then you've got, I don't know, it's 20 amp or something that the furnace is going to be running. But we'll never actually run the heat. It's got heating elements in it. It's a heat pump. So we will never, ever use the heat unless we get some ice age comes through here. If you just got done watching the live we had just a week or so ago about the shooting in Red River and what the Sturgis Police Department thinks about it and all that, we actually did that video. That was our first video that we did in here. We still have some echoing in here that we're going to have to take care of. But once we kind of get everything set up, I'm not putting anything trying to get rid of any type of echo till we get all the stuff that we want in here mounted. Because a lot of times when you just put a bunch of stuff in here, like your house, put your couch in there and things like that, that'll take up that echo because the upholstery absorbs it. I'm not saying I'm gonna put a couch in here, but you never know. So this kind of shows you what we have. We have lighting that we put in here. Right now we don't have the new lights put in. We just got them last night I picked them up. Tam's opening the box. Let's see what these puppies look like. And they're in another box.
Yeah.
There's some lights they had on sale at Home Depot, and one of the reasons I like to buy from Home Depot is they have a lot of, let me turn around here, you can see my face. One of the things I like about Home Depot is we have no trouble returning anything. And since we've got the credit card and all that kind of stuff, you can go up to a year and return most things. And we know everybody that's up there, so we have no hassle with anybody at our Home Depot. Here's the lights that we got. They're actually LEDs, so they're gonna be pretty good. They're gonna be about 5,000 luminous. So we'll see how that turns out. We have 4 of them. We have 4 plugs up here. The right lights will run this way. I guess that's vertical.
This way?
And that vertical?
Oh, I guess, yeah, that's where it's on.
So we're gonna run them that way, and those are the lights, so that, and we have a switch back here that we're gonna turn on. So that'll give you that idea. Now, we're not gonna get those put on today because we've gotta leave here in the next 20 minutes. We gotta hit the road. But we just kinda wanted to show you that, hey, here's another thing that we've got that we'll be installing in the next couple of weeks. What I'm hoping on, that for all of you that wanted to see the update on the shop, that you got a pretty good understanding of what we've done these last few weeks, and the reason that we weren't in Laconia. And actually, I'm kind of sad about Laconia because I've been watching the videos and really isn't a whole lot of people there, and I'm really shocked because actually I think
it was gonna be crazy.
I think there might have been more people there last year. So maybe next weekend it'll be a lot more crowdeder. Plan on getting all the water lines inside. Hopefully I'll have those run, get a toilet put in, things like that. I don't know how much of the wiring we've got done. We'll see how that goes. Wiring's a lot easier for me than it is the plumbing. I'm more experienced with doing wiring than I am with the plumbing. Plumbing's kind of a new thing for me. Sweating those pipes back there, that was the first time to actually be involved with that. Jim helped me a lot, so I appreciate his help, helping me out, because I'm not an expert on that, never really done any of that. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and leave you right here in front of the shop, and we're heading down the road.
That's right. So thanks for hanging out with us today. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Share us with your family and friends. Think about Patreon. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications, and we'll see you on the next video.
And what do you think about my shop?
Let us know down here in the comments.